Magandang buhay! Today, I'm going to share my MOV for Objective 1 of our RPMS for school year 2022-2023. There are 37 PPST indicators for Proficient Teachers or for Teacher 1 to Teacher 3, which is divided across 3 school years. So from school year 2022 to 2023, 2023 to 2024, 2024 to 2025, each with a total of 15 indicators composed of classroom observable indicators, non-classroom observable indicators, and the plus factor. This school year 2022 to 2023, we have 15 indicators composed of 9 classroom observable indicators, 5 non-classroom observable indicators, and 1 plus factor. For school year 2022-2023, only 2 classroom observation are required, which shall be conducted in the last 2 quarters, 1 for 3rd quarter and 1 for 4th quarter. Here are the schedule and distribution of the identified classroom observable indicators that shall be observed across quarters for Teacher 1 to Teacher 2 or the Proficient Teachers. Okay, the first CRA focused in content knowledge and pedagogy. Objective 1, applied knowledge of content within and across curriculum teaching areas. The MOV here in Objective 1 is the Classroom Observation Tool or COT rating sheets or the Inter-Observer Agreement Forms done through on-site or face-to-face classroom observation. And it shall be measured using the performance indicators, which is the quality and efficiency. So if your goal is to have a rating of 5, which is outstanding, you must demonstrate level 7 or your COT rating sheet must be rated as 7. So objective 1 should be observed twice. 1 for 3rd quarter and 1 for 4th quarter. So dalawang COT rating sheet ang ating i-attach na MOV for objective 1. In my lesson exemplar, I will show to you the subject matter I teach and the ways I integrate my topic to the other subject. So here in my lesson exemplar, the main subject is English grade 4. So here in review, I integrate lesson in mathematics, which is about the polygons. So the learners or the pupils will identify the main idea and the supporting details about the polygons. In this part of my lesson exemplar, I integrate math lesson about solving elapsed time. It allows the learners to enhance their critical thinking on solving word problem involving elapsed time. I use the steps to solve word problem to establish the purpose of my lesson about using appropriate graphic organizers in the text read. Here, the learners will write the steps in solving word problem using the flow chart or the process flow to show a series of steps in the correct order. In this part of my lesson on discussing the new concepts, I integrate science lesson for group 1 and their task is to show relationship of the types of force using the concept map. For group 2, I use the paragraph about the difference between perimeter and area. So the learners will use the Venn diagram to show the similarities and the differences between the two. I also integrated the lesson in Math 4 for Group 3 task, wherein they have to show the quadrilateral family using the Pentagon graphic organizer. And lastly, I used the lesson in Science 4 about the characteristics of light, sound, and heat. So the learners will complete the table to compare the 3 forms of energy. So aside from learning the main objective, which is use appropriate graphic organizers in the text read, the learners also learned and checked their previous knowledge about the integrated lessons from math and science. So here, the learners will identify the materials attracted to magnet using the spider web organizer. So it is the integration of a science lesson. Here in assessment, to measure the understanding of the learners about the lesson, I use science experiment wherein the learners will use real objects to test whether it attracts magnet or they will see and experience it in person. After performing the science activity, they will categorize the materials whether attracted by the magnet or not through the use of T-chart. So again, for this school year 2022-2023, we have to attach 2 classroom observation tool rating sheets or inter-observer agreement forms for Objective 1. 1 classroom observation tool or COT rating sheet for 3rd quarter and another 1 COT rating sheet for 4th quarter. So, here is my RPMS portfolio for this school year 2022-2023. Here, attach your COT rating sheet for 3rd quarter and the other sheet is your COT rating sheet for 4th quarter as your MOV or means of verification for Objective 1. That's all for today. See you for our next episode, the Objective 2. Bye! Magandang buhay! For today's episode, I am going to share to you my MOVs for Objective 2 for Proficient Teachers for school year 2022-2023. Objective 2 is under the KRA1, which is Content, Knowledge, and Pedagogy. Objective 2 is use a range of teaching strategies that enhance learner achievement in literacy and numeracy skills. So the means of verification for this objective are the 2 COT rating sheets or the inter-observer agreement forms done through on-site, face-to-face, or in-person classroom observation. So, dalawang COT rating sheet po ang ating i-attach as our MOV for Objective 2. If your goal is to have an outstanding rating for Objective 2, you have to demonstrate level 7 in this objective as shown in your 2 COT rating sheets. So for this school year, we have to attach 2 COT rating sheets which is conducted for 2 last quarters. One for 3rd quarter and another one for 4th quarter. Now, I will share to you my milk-based lesson exemplar wherein the Objective 2 were observed. So here in my lesson exemplar, I use different teaching practices, techniques, and approaches to advance my pupils' learning. Literacy refers to the capability one acquires in order to read, understand, and construct textual material. Literacy is not confined to merely learning to read and to write. It also includes a range of more complex skills, including the ability to apprehend ideas and concepts. So here in my lesson exemplar, I use different activities for each group to read, understand, and analyze in order for them to choose the appropriate graphic organizer to categorize and label the information or ideas. Numeracy refers to the ability to understand and use mathematical knowledge for calculating, problem solving, and interpreting information in order to arrive at educated and well-informed decisions. Now, let's attach the MOVs or the means of verification for our Objective 2 in our RPMS portfolio. So in our Objective 1, the MOVs are the 2 COT rating sheets for the last 2 quarters. So here in Objective 2, attach your 2 COT rating sheets for the last 2 quarters. That's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!